Hello everybody, welcome to WineActually TV, Malaysia's first wine TV. We are your hosts. I'm Wilson J. Q. Quah and
I'm Shaun.
And today we're tasting some Malbecs. We're going to Argentina from where were we producing?
We were in Australia?
Somewhere Australia, I'd say. Anyway, yeah, before we begin, Malbec as a grape and the area and the country. Okay, let's talk about the country first. Let's talk about Malbec in Argentina.
Yeah.
What do you think when somebody offers you a Malbec from Argentina?
I think good value. I think delicious, rich wines.
Why is Malbec the
national grape?
Yeah, probably. Why did Malbec end up as a national grape for Argentina?
It wasn't always that way. What happened was previously in France and Europe they had this thing called the phylloxera. It's basically what happened was they had to replant a lot of vines because of the disease. And what happened was they exported Malbec. Malbec was originally from Bordeaux. It was one of the six grape varieties. Until today,
So,
it's actually still allowed.
Malbec is from Bordeaux. No?
Not quite.
But
it was
one of the
six
six grapes
varietals that is allowed to be planted in Bordeaux.
and to be called Bordeaux wine.
Yeah, until today it's still there, but the thing is that the plantings have just gone down significantly, if any at all. So then what happened was they exported it out to Argentina. So at the moment, they plant shitloads of them out there. And it just became the national grape.
Right. So let's talk a bit of San Juan. For those of you who don't know, in Argentina there are sort of like two or three main wine producing regions. Okay, first one is Mendoza. I'm pretty sure many of you would hear of Mendoza.
Yes.
And San Juan, Sanjuan, is a region just north of Mendoza. Okay, so the area has a higher altitude.
Yeah.
It's much hotter because it's nearer to the equator, and it is very, very dry. So when you think of San Juan, very dry. In fact, what is the driest place you can think of Malaysia?
Penang.
Anyway, let's get down to
Before that, on Malbecs, I don't know if you'd agree with me, but don't you find that it's like a cross between, not a cross, but it's just somewhere between a Cabernet Sauvignon and a Merlot. So if you're the kind of person who finds Merlot a little bit too boring, and you can't quite appreciate the tannins of the Cabernet Sauvignon, this might be quite appropriate, because I like Malbecs. I mean, I don't like Cabernet on its own, and don't like Merlot on its own. So this is
anyway. Before we go into this, okay, Malbecs. What kind of flavor characteristic do you get from Malbecs?
So you would expect normally they're normally medium to full body. Color wise, very intense, and you would expect flavor wise, you get plums. You would expect loads of plums. But we'll see, let's try.
Okay.
This is 100% Malbec, so let's see if it's a good characteristic.
Let's show the bottle. This is the Finca Las Moras from San Juan. This is Malbec, and what vintage is it? It's
2008.
2008 vintage.
Relatively young. Retailing for
62.50.
Yes, 62.50.
Okay.
On wineactually.com.
Yeah, let's taste it. Wow.
Yeah, look at the color.
Oh, one last thing. Las Moras, as a vineyard, as a producer, they've actually employed Australian consultants. So what we find with this kind of wine is very sort of like near Australian style. New world. They are new world, but it's more Australian than just new world. It's Australian. It's going to be jammy, fruit driven.
You know what?
You smell it?
Yeah, I smell it. It's like I've not even put my nose in the mouth and I'm smelling. I'm liking this.
Alright, the color?
Very nice, very inky, very purple, which shows its age. It's young. It's not old. Lovely color. Pretty intense.
Let's do some sniffing.
You need to sniff. Just breathe and you'll smell it. I smell sweet plums and sweet blackcurrants.
Yeah, it smells quite sweet on the nose, and it's it has the oak there. It says oak, oak age for 12 months. It's quite nice, you know. It's very jammy. I find this like very blueberry kind of jam.
No, I like how you get the oak, but the fruits gel with the oak really well. Very balanced, you know. It's not as if you smell a lot of wood, or it's not as if you smell a lot of fruit. It's very extremely balanced.
What else you get on the nose? I get a bit of a pickle, a little bit, just the back of the nose, a little bit of pickle.
I like the subtlety of the wood. The kind of wood that you're getting is not. It's like sweet, thick, sweet wood. It's not something like, it's not like ash and all that. So I suspect what they might have used is American oak.
You said that, yeah. But what I worry about is we've poured this wine for like good 30 seconds right now, and the flavor sort of like goes away. Yeah, it goes. I don't know.
On the nose.
Sort of like close up like.
Oh, you dropped already.
I'm not picking anything. So that kind of worries me a bit about this one. It's like. But let's see what's going on palate. Go ahead. I like the tannins. Those are very firm tannins.
Firm velvety tannins. So this one, if you kept it a little bit longer, it will be velvety. At the moment, you do get a little bit of the chewiness kind of thing, but I think if you drank it next year, possibly, it will be velvety.
Now, let's talk about taste profile here.
I love this wine, man. This is brilliant stuff.
This is balanced oak with not too acidic, not too sour.
Also the alcohol.
Yeah, the alcohol definitely hits you at the back. It is what we call heat. I always refer this to heat, like it has the heat at the back. But I'm getting a bit of a plum kind of flavor, a little bit of it's not a lot, just a little bit, you know, a little bit of plum, a little bit of ink in there, a little bit of squid ink in this. Squid ink. If you've never tried squid ink, you should try squid ink. A little bit of the berries, but it is very, very subtle. Everything is very subtle in there. There's not like a big flavor in there. I'm quite surprised, you know, because you know the producer, they employ the Australian, but it is sort of like leaning towards old world. It's like new world wine trying to be old world. Pairing wise, this will be fantastic with steak. Steak. And we actually have some guests coming over today. So if you want to be guests on our wine lunch, just give us a call or send us an email. How much would you rate this wine?
Personally, this is something. It's really to my palate. This reminds me of the Charcutier Villamour that he tasted a while ago with food. It's got some resemblance in terms of the quality. Maybe not the taste, but in terms of...
I prefer that one because of the acidity. This one it's lacking the acidity. Personally, I would give this one this very nice, easy to drink kind of wine. If you like oak, this has very balanced oak. It's not like over oaky. And actually, it's very balanced as a wine.
90 points from me.
I'm gonna give it like an 85 points. Okay.
What?
I can't more because
85 points
this wine doesn't do it for me for the finish.
for the price. Hey, come on,
Yeah,
what do you think about this length?
Come on. The length was like 7 seconds, 8 seconds, and that's short. That's
Hey,
really short.
62 ringgit and 50 cents. Can you complain?
Yeah, no, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
Then why are you scoring 85
it
points?
is 85 points, but for the price point, it is very valuable. And it is value for money for the price point. But
I'm sticking with my 90 points for 62 bucks.
I'm staying 85 points. 85 points.
Fine.
And yeah, so I hope you learned a lot. What's the lesson of the day? Any questions?
The lesson of the day is that this wine is 90 points.
Lesson of the day: Argentinian wines. Originally, be very old. This one actually.
Lesson of the day.
Yeah, lesson of the day. What's the lesson? Drink loads of Malbec. I mean, Malbec itself is a very quite interesting kind of grape. As you said, it's between a Merlot and a Cab Sauv, so you tend to like hit or miss. You know, you get like Merlot kind of taste, you get kind of Cab Sauv kind of taste. So it's very interesting as a wine.
If you've not tasted Malbec before, this is a good start. This is a pure varietal, so I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, we'll see you next time. Signing off from WineActually TV. I'm Wilson JQ Quah, and
I'm Shaun. Cheers.